Here we are at the Landscape Ontario trial site. It's early spring 2022. It's a gorgeous day. And I'm visiting the perennial trial for the very first time this year. I'm interested in seeing how the plants have held up through the winter. It's a little bit early yet to see what the winter survival's been like. Some of them are starting to grow, but others are still a little bit dormant. The soil temperatures are low. But we do have the opportunity to see how the plants themselves have stood up through the winter. Now, there is some interest amongst perennial growers to have plants that look good when they're dead. So I'm taking observations of plants that have stood up, heavy snow, heavy winds, freezing rain, and have come through the winter actually upright. I'm standing in front of a selection of plants right here. There are two selections of penstamon. One is Dakota Burgundy, and the one here on the ground is Dark Towers. What isn't obvious is when they're growing in the summertime, these plants look very similar. The similar leaf color, similar flower color and bloom. But there's a major difference here in their ability to come through the winter. And the Dakota Burgundy has stood up very, very well to the winter hardships, whereas this one is flat on the ground. Where we see it bend over, again, I would be just guessing, but it's right at the base, right? It's breaking off. Maybe the structure at the root wasn't flexible enough. Maybe it was too stiff and it snapped, as opposed to this that had maybe more fiber in the stem, and it was a little bit more flexible and could bend with the wind. This information about the difference between these two cultivars may be of interest to landscape designers and homeowners who are interested in having that overwintering texture. And that information or that report will be readily available to anyone who is interested.